Greetings. Welcome to Little Discovery Corner. So, as I was getting ready for today's reading, I heard, where do I go? What am I supposed to do? And I saw like a sphere of light, a ball of light in my third eye. Before maybe it was kind of like frazzled and jagged, and there's like jaggedy lines circling around it and in front of it. So it's like you're feeling confused and conflicted. And it's like your spirit, your higher self, knows is trying to lead you somewhere, knows where you want to go next. And your shadow self, your unconscious ego is trying to keep that clouded, keep you confused. And there could be factors in that, like your upbringing, people around you, your peers, a significant other who is no longer a healthy connection for you, and you're aware of that, or at least you're growing aware of that, and all these influences. Nine of Swords. You're feeling stressed about wanting to make a new start. And these influences are trying to keep you confused, and because they want to keep you subdued and submitted to them, and feeding energy into them, when your higher self is trying to lead you in a new direction, lead you away from that so you can feed into yourself instead of strictly to other people. Alright, so we'll see what we get. And maybe, I think towards the end, I will go with some Scrabble tiles and bingo tiles for some synchronicities. Oh, yes. Look at this. You have, this is the old cycle, the old crowd relationship that you want to leave. And like your higher self is leading you away from it, but it's sad to leave it. It's like what you've known, what you're used to, what you're comfortable with, and leaving it would be leaving your comfort zone. And so it's hard, and that's why, and that's another factor that's kind of keeping the way forward, keeping that light, that beacon that you're supposed to be walking toward, fuzzy and confusing and scary. Yeah, toward a new beginning. That's like, spirit, your higher self, trying to lead you to a new start. So you can pour into yourself and find your strength. And stop being so confused. Feed your inner child, protect your inner child, protect your inner self, your inner emotional self. And come into like I want to say your own abundance, which is true, but also I'm getting another connection. Come into a rewarding, fulfilling, mutually beneficial, equal give and take connection in triumph. Okay, I think this person, there's a feminine energy who is guided away from spell casting. Somewhat, this could have been you. Yeah, here we go. A connection with which your inner child can feel safe with this high priestess. Oh, but it met a tower. Yeah, your old life is under judgment from the universe and from your higher self, and you're aware of this, and you're having trouble facing that. Yeah, like this person is walking away, sailing away from your, like, say, maybe passionate spell casting. That would be like love bombing, trying to get them to keep feeding into you, but there were secrets and things you were afraid to admit, possibly, being vulnerable, being your true self, admitting how you really felt. That could have been they could have seen that, but you were hiding it. And so they walked away. That inflicted a tower, and that old lifestyle is under judgment from the universe, from this person, this other person who walked away. Your higher self. Yeah, and this person is holding up their defenses against the old way you were approaching them. Yeah, spiritual authorities are slowing down your sense of abundance because of the old lifestyle. Maybe a group or community is keeping you stuck and hung up and feeling burdened and indecisive. You can't choose what you want to do for a new start. Page of Cups, and you're like sitting there thinking about how you feel, reflecting on your past, and trying to listen to your intuition, because you're unable to manifest. You're stuck in this barren wasteland because of temptation, because of old mindsets. And this Queen of Swords, this Knight of Pentacles, feminine energy walking away, kind of tore the veil off of that old lifestyle. Yeah. And endings are happening. Like you want to come into this connection and communicate, but you're kind of stuck wishing, gazing out, trying to rebuild your energy and conserve your energy and figure out which way to go. Yes, just exactly what I was saying. Okay, what should I do next? I'll do my what's blocking you. Anxiety, right at the bottom. You're afraid to get close to someone. They are scared. They are scared too. Give them a chance. Oh, this is a theme that has been coming up recently. Maybe you want to charge forth with communication. You want to present your cup, and you're afraid of how they'll react when you try to do that. Let's see if you are turning away from. What are they walking away from? Yeah, you need to put up boundaries. You're walking away from an old lifestyle, old mindset, old peer group, old connections that you realize are not serving you. They're just draining your energy. They're energy vampires. Fated to be alone. You gave up on love because you think you're meant to be alone. Alright, so maybe this person turned away from the connection, and you could be afraid to go in the direction your higher self wants you to go because you're afraid to be alone. Or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? Okay, maybe you're walking away from it was like material abundance, but it was inflicting a lot of emotional pain on you, and you were realizing that, and you're afraid to just that any connection could just be a punishment. Excuses. You have so many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can work. Okay, and this ties in with how I started. Like your ego, your old self, your habits, your comfort zone is trying to cloud the way you're supposed to go, the direction you're supposed to go, the new start you're supposed to make, the actions you're supposed to take to make changes in life. And that's reasons are popping up in your mind to not change, not take action, not walk away when you know you need to walk away, not put up boundaries where boundaries need to be put up to protect your inner self, your heart, your mental health, emotional health, mental health, inner child, sense of peace, sense of stability. Oh, I mentioned energy vampires, and Four of Pentacles is all about trying to get stability, whether materially or energetically. I kind of feel like, like energy's kind of floating up off your plate here, as if, they're these other connections that you need to walk away from, or just, sucking it out with almost like magic spells. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Queen of Cups came out again. You want a new start with this feminine energy. Male or female, either or, but they're holding up their defenses again. They're feeling protective. They're holding their boundaries. It's like your fears have brought an ending, making you feel unable to move forward, make your changes. But a part of you is feeling ready to actually, express yourself and come into your star energy. I would say this star is tied to this Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, but I think this is your higher self trying to shine the light on where you need to go, what you need to do, what you need to say, what you need to express about yourself, asserting boundaries. And that's how you get to that Nine of Pentacles here. Back to this connection. Start a new connection with the person on your mind. And reach a place of personal abundance, materially and energetically. But you have to look inward, find wisdom, discern the snakes in your path by connecting to your higher self, find comfort in just that the scary, dark, stormy seas of your emotional world, and exploring them and just sitting with them. And you can start a whole new cycle. All right. The excuses your ego's been throwing up to keep you stuck, or to keep you from taking action towards this connection, is meeting justice. The universe is just trying to make you balance out. This is Knight of Swords. Like you want to move forward with communication, but you sit in there just focused on the cup, that you're missing, the cup that was taken away. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Eight of Cups again. But the lesson is walking away, finding the courage to walk away from what you need to walk away from. And putting up boundaries, as this person has. And letting yourself follow your intuition to a whole new start. Okay, all right, I'm gonna make a little noise getting these out. So if you think that might bother you, turn down the volume. Okay. 7. It's the crown chakra, and which is all about your spirit self connecting to source, connecting to, meditate, as I always like to say, to get some clarity. And I like to talk about meditating while taking a long walk. You don't have to sit still and focus on your breathing. You can just, I like to, while I'm walking on a nature trail or something, I like to just focus on sweeping the thoughts out of my head, all the clutter of everyday battling thoughts. And you can do that when you're doing anything, sipping coffee. Just sit there and let your gaze soften and focus on clearing the thoughts out of your mind. And there's a S and an X. So that's could be the energy, maybe an addiction issue that you need to confront and sort out. Who's this for? It's for you. Your own pouring into yourself, learning self-love. J-O-B, and that's your job. Here you go. Let's spread these out. See if you see anything else. Any initials? Other words that stick out to you for any synchronicities and confirmations? 17. That's they say that's a twin flame number, so this could be regarding a possible twin flame connection. 15, 29. 1, 2, ascending numbers, 21, 22. Okay, getting long, but I think to close out, I will add a couple Moonology. This one wanted to spill out, a fiery climax approaches, and that Aries, that's all about taking initiative, taking action, having resolve and moving forward with where you want to go, what you want to do. Oh, I wanted to spill out again. I'll stick that there. Yeah, listen, your higher self, it's like there's a resolution in your heart, and your ego, your fears, your old habits, your old surroundings, and the old way is trying to keep you stuck, trying to keep you clouded and confused, but your spirit self, your higher self, your inner voice is already resolved about what you want to do. And if you take the initiative to make changes in your life, you can expect powerful change. And eclipses are also connected to twin flame connections, and balancing out sun and moon, light and dark, feminine and masculine, coming together, integrating into a more stable, self-assured whole, and a new romantic cycle can begin. Okay, if you have made it this far in the reading, please drop a heart in the comments, click like, and subscribe to the channel. I hope this has helped someone out there today. I will see you next time.